If you're enjoying this podcast, don't forget to rate and review. Every review helps us grow and reach a larger audience. Thanks, and enjoy the show.
Hello, Amber Simpson.
Hello.
We're here to record another episode of Will There Be Cake?
Whoa!
Nothing is going to keep us away from recording this podcast because to us, there is no mountain high enough, there is no valley low enough to keep us away from reaching you, fellow listeners.
Wow, that was so good.
Thank you.
We have a
I'm
button
not going to
for
use
that.
the button. We'll use our actual claps.
Yeah, that's
It's authentic.
It's more real that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't just say that because I'm a huge Tina Turner fan.
Oh, well, I think you are, but
Okay.
continue.
I
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah. Why
you
did I
said
say that?
because it's International Mountain Day, and it feels like we're at the top of a mountain right now in this cold studio.
Yeah, it's pretty cold right now.
It's pretty cold in here.
Yeah.
I wish I had a thermometer on me.
I will say that I'd rather it be cold than hot.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's hot and we're rushing to get out of this sauna.
This bee.
Yep.
But yeah, today
Yeah.
is Mountain Day. It's time for us to appreciate mountains. Have you ever been on a mountain? We live in Florida, in case you didn't know. You know if you listen. So there's not mountains here.
I mean, there's hills.
That's not a mountain.
Okay.
That's a hill.
That's true. By the way, I want to correct. It's not Tina Turner who sings that. It's Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell or whatever. Anyways, go ahead. There's no mountains here for sure.
I asked you a question. I said, have you ever been on a mountain?
Uh,
Have you ever climbed a mountain?
I mean, I've been on not like rock climbing wise, but
Yeah.
I've been like on a road
driving?
near a mountain, or
Yeah.
on the side of a mountain.
Me too. I want to climb a mountain, though.
Actually, well, that's not a mountain. I don't know if that's a mountain. On that flat top hill at South Africa, it's not a hill. It's not called a flat top hill, but it's like a flat. I'm gonna look it up. I don't think that's considered a mountain though. It's not. It's no Kilimanjaro, that's for sure.
Kilimanjaro. Yeah, I've driven along the side of a mountain when I was driving from Seattle to somewhere else. I forget where I was going. Montana.
Yeah, I mean, I walked through there.
Yeah,
I
you
walked through
did.
the North
That's true.
Cascades, which is a mountain range.
So, yeah, you've been on a mountain. You just didn't scale it or whatever people do.
Yeah, I've never been rock climbing, which would be. Yeah, I was on Table Mountain. That's what it's called.
Mountain.
It's a flat top mountain forming a prominent landmark overlooking the city of Cape Town in South Africa.
That's weird that it's flat top.
Yeah, it's like flat. You walk on the top of it, like you take a sky ride up to it, and then you get to walk around on top.
Oh, fancy.
It's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Can't do that on too many mountains.
No, a lot of them are pointy at the top. You roll right off.
Yep, true.
True.
So mountains are home to 15% of the world's population and host about half of the world's biodiversity hotspots.
How much percentage of the world?
15%.
That seems like a lot.
Doesn't it? They provide fresh. It's real life. I'm on the United Nations.
I'm just trying to think because you got the Rocky Mountains or like the Himalayas. I guess there's people there's Sherpas and shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of poor ass people that live on mounts.
Yeah,
that
but
we don't even think about.
Tour guides.
Tour guides. That's where all the tour guides live, on the mountains.
not even just tour guides for the mountains, just all tour guides.
Just all tour guides, even the ones from Florida.
Yeah,
just fly down every day. They provide fresh water for everyday life in half of humanity, and their conservation is a key factor for sustainable development. Unfortunately, mountains are under threat from climate change and over-exploitation because too many people climb them and stuff like that nowadays.
Like Mount Everest.
That's
the problem. They have a line at the top.
Yeah, that's insanity.
That's crazy.
And
like
then
you have to wait.
you could die.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of oxygen up there. So
Yeah.
like the longer you're up there, the worse it is.
People are stupid. Why would you wait in line to climb a fucking mountain?
Well, it's weird because I think it's like you're fine until you get towards the peak, and then once you get to the peak, because so many people are climbing the mountain, there's like a long line, and you have to just kind of wait to get your pictures at the top and stuff. But like at that point, it's like it's different from when like you go to Key West and take a picture in front of the southernmost point buoy,
right?
Because no one's dying if they wait there too long.
You're not going to die waiting to get a picture. People are dumb.
Yeah, so in Mount Everest they do, and not only that is like when you're in the line, there's really no place to like go to the bathroom and stuff like that. And when you go to the bathroom now, like they make you you have to take your shit with you.
Ew, gross.
Because there's too much.
Bring a poopy bag.
There's too much of that stuff all over the place, like on the mountain now.
Exactly. This is why we celebrate this holiday. Yeah. That's the tallest mountain, right?
Mount Everest.
Mount Everest, yeah.
Kilimanjaro is pretty high,
and then there's a lot all over the world that I don't remember the names of.
Machu Picchu.
When I went to Seattle, you fly right over or right by Mount Rainier, and it looks so pretty.
Yeah,
I want to go there. I went to Seattle, but we didn't go to the mountains.
Right.
But I would love to visit that one because it's so pretty.
It was cool. Yeah, I remember flying like next to it, and they're like, "Look out your window."
Yeah, it's a pointy snow top.
Yeah.
Okay, what was I saying? Yeah. As the global climate continues to warm, mountain people, some of the world's poorest, face their greater struggles to survive. The rising temperature also means the mountain glaciers are melting at unprecedented rates, affecting fresh water supplies downstream for millions of people. And this problem affects all of us. We have to reduce our carbon footprint and take care of these national treasures.
Wow.
But the increasing attention to the importance of mountains led the UN to declare 2002 the UN International Year of the Mountains, and then the first day was created the following year in 2003. So it's fairly new holiday that they're finally realizing we need to do more to protect them.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
And every year, or just like some other holidays we did, there's a theme. And this year is mountain biodiversity. And they have a rich biodiversity.
Really? More than just like snow and fucking shrubs?
Shrubs.
I don't know what else is on a mountain.
They have a variety of ecosystems, species, and genetic resources. And they have endemic varieties.
Snow leopards live on mountains.
Yeah.
So that's something.
Goats. So there's a lot of opportunities, like because of like the altitude and the slope and exposure. There's a lot of opportunities to grow a variety of high valued crops, horticultural, livestock, and forest species. So there's a mountain in Pakistan that have a highly treasured livestock genetic resource pool with special traits bred into animals, such as disease resilience, which is kind of cool, which can help adaptation to changing climate. But yeah, nearly 70% of mountain land is used for grazing and provides manure that enhances soil fertility, and livestock not only produces food items such as milk, butter, and meat, but also valuable byproducts such as like yarns and cashmere wool. But then things like climate change, unsustainable farming practices, commercial mining, lodging, and poaching all put a heavy toll on the mountain biodiversity.
Wow.
So, it's a day to think about
mountains
and do whatever you can.
Honestly, before we picked this holiday, how often did you think about mountains?
Not too often. We live in Florida again.
I will say, when I was on my walk, and right when I crossed into the across the Florida border, it was still pretty hilly, and I'm like, "What the? Like, this is Florida? Stop!" And then finally, it just flattened out and just was just flat the rest of the way. And I was like, "There we go.
Go.
That's the Florida I know.
Florida I know.
Yeah, none of that mountain crap.
Yeah." Mountains.
I mean, so mountains are pretty to look at. It's cool, like when you're on the West Coast or like, anywhere but Florida, where you can kind of just look out and you'll see like hills and mountains and stuff in the background. It's just kind of like a pretty sight.
It is super pretty.
Yeah,
these are pretty pictures.
Yeah,
but you could celebrate today you can climb a mountain.
Okay,
if you wanted to.
Would you ever go rock climbing?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how.
Like if somebody was like, "Do you want to go with me? I'll help you." the whole way.
I feel like I need to practice. Like, you can't just be like, yeah, I'll go with you.
All right, well, so you go on
Or
one
unless
of those
it's like
fucking
a
conveyor belt things
it's
where
like
with the little clay markers.
Yeah, we got some of those here in Florida.
Yeah.
But if there's like a beginner's mountain, sure, I got you.
It's just a little hill.
Where you just like hike up it, you don't have to. Yeah. For sure. There's that one where that has the stairs. What was the one in Hawaii I was talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I would do that one for sure.
But that's stairs.
Yeah, but you're still climbing the mountain using stairs.
No, I mean, it's still...
like super,
I'm not saying
super
it's
steep
easy.
stairs.
I'm just saying that's all stairs.
Yeah. But even if you don't live somewhere with mountains, you can celebrate the day by cleaning up your local nature preserves.
Yeah.
Because all nature matters, not just mountains.
Yeah, but it's Mountain Day, so I'm not going to do any cleaning today.
Okay, well then how are you going to celebrate?
We're in Florida. I'm going to watch the mountain segment on my Planet Earth disc, my Planet Earth Blu-ray, because it's a pretty cool one. They get some pretty cool shots. And then I'm going to make a mountain of a cake.
A mountain cake. Wait, was that one
stack a cake on top of each other?
Was that one movie that came out?
Oh, and I'll watch Vertical Limit with Paul Walker. R.I.P.
Oh, that's not what I was talking about. Okay. What's the one that the guy died and he was like stuck and he had to chop off his own leg?
Oh,
was that a mountain he was climbing?
No, he was just on some rocks.
Oh.
He just fell down like a crevice. You're talking about
like
127 hours?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he was like in Arizona or Utah. I don't think he was on like what we would consider a mountain. I think he was just climbing some rocks.
He's just climbing. Okay,
I could be wrong.
fair.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
It wasn't that far.
I didn't even watch it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
I believe you.
Danny Boyle directs it. But Vertical Limit is Paul Walker and David Carradine and Robin Tooney. And Bill Paxton's in it too. Oh my God, R.I.P. to all of those people.
R.I.P.
Well, except for Robin Tooney. She's still alive. but everybody else is dead. That's crazy. What if there's like a curse around Vertical Limit?
There might be.
I'll have to bring that up to Mark Hoffmeyer of Movies, Films, and Flicks
Oh my God,
and see if
you
he can
should.
do some research on it.
He'll make a whole thing out of it.
I just remember the movie was like I don't remember what mountain they were climbing. Maybe it was Mount Everest, but some of them get trapped up there, and Paul Walker has to go rescue them with like his group. And he runs with his pickaxes across and jumps across this like crevice and slams the pickaxes into the ice. And
every time I watch like mountain stuff, I'm like, how do people like? You could die any.
It's
second.
just so cold.
The same as,
I can't do anything.
Skiing down
cold.
a mountain and shit. I'm like, what? You could literally fall and break your neck and die in 2 seconds.
My whole thing is just like when I'm cold, it's hard for me to like move my body.
But you get used to it.
I guess, yeah.
Especially if you're like doing sports stuff.
Yeah.
And you wear lots of layers.
Lots of layers.
Lots of layers.
Yeah. I don't even own a coat. Oh, well.
I went to Colorado one time and I had to wear a lot of layers, but it didn't feel that bad.
Right. It's a different cold up there.
Yeah, that's true.
And over there. Up and over.
According to one of the top Denver PR firms, Colorado contains 75% of the land area of the United States with an altitude of over 10,000 feet. So like if you flattened out all the mountains, it would be 75% of the land area in the U.S. That seems like a lot.
That seems like a lot, too.
I don't know. I've been to Colorado. It's so pretty.
I've never been to Colorado.
You should go. You never walk through it?
Nope.
No,
Walk through Wyoming.
More in the middle.
Yeah. I went through Wyoming, which was north of Colorado.
I want to go back to Colorado, especially now that like all the drugs are legal.
That's true. In Oregon too, I think.
Plus, we had some friends that moved there, right? What's his name?
Ashley and Chris just moved there not too long ago.
They seem to love it.
They were on Will There Be Cake? Now they're not.
Now they're not.
Because
now they're in
moved
Colorado.
Away. They could call in, but they're not our friends anymore.
Man,
once you move out of the state, that's it.
They're dead to us.
Yeah. I don't fucking contact them.
We should have called them and asked them how the mountains are.
If it didn't take so much work to unfriend somebody, I would have done it already. I'll ask them maybe when there's a Colorado day or whatever they like. I don't know what they like anymore.
Yeah, me neither. Changed so much.
Yeah. They're all winter people now.
Anyway, so yeah, we figured out how to celebrate.
So obviously, I'm going to have a cake. Amber Simpson, are you going to have a cake to celebrate today?
Duh, I'll have a cake.
I think we should stack some cakes on top of each other.
Ooh, a mountain of cakes.
Mountain of cake.
That's a lot of cake. Or just like...
It doesn't have to be like a lot, but it's like, like 3 or 4 cakes.
Or like some professional baker could make a cake look like a mountain.
Like a wedding cake?
No.
Oh.
just like a mountain, like pointy and like blue and white, and
or like a
some
volcano
trees.
cake, like they have at Rainforest Cafe.
Hell yeah,
That shit
volcano
is
cake.
awesome.
Those are delicious.
Has a little sparkler at the top.
And then the lava comes out.
Yeah,
aka fudge.
But it's fudge, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not real lava.
Or caramel.
Is it caramel?
I don't know, but I would pick caramel
if
I had a choice.
Solid choice.
Thank you.
All right. Well, it's a cake day.
It's a cake day.
It's a mountain day.
Go
Celebrate your
climb
mountains.
a mountain, but not Mount Everest, because like
Yeah,
it's
unless you want to
overrated.
wait in that line. And I'll tell you what, I go to Disney, I do not want to wait in any lines. You know what I mean?
Faux show, especially
When I can't
a
get
death line.
good oxygen. If you told me to wait in line for It's a Small World at Disney, and
you
you
had
told me that you're depleting my oxygen in the meantime,
Right, and you had to pee in a shit bag and cup and take it with you.
I'd be like, I don't care about this ride.
No, thank you.
And
And you have to pay, right? It's not like you just
no, you have
hike
to pay
up
a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to hire some. I think you have to hire a Sherpa or whatever.
someone to take you. Yeah,
But
they
now I think they're going to start limiting it.
yeah, because I
because there's
think
just too many
I don't know
people.
if like earlier in the year we did a holiday that was about maybe it was hiking day. I feel like we've talked about it, or maybe I just saw it in the news because it's been a thing lately.
Yeah, I just remember them saying that there's like literally like shit all over it now because
Ew.
like it doesn't. It's not like regular where it's just gonna like
the rain.
the rain's gonna wash it away into the ground and biodegrade and stuff like that. Like it gets frozen, so it's just all over.
A bunch
the
of
place.
frozen shit everywhere. Shit mountain.
Ugh.
Okay.
But, yeah, cool. All right, that does it for us. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
This has been a Seven Lamb production.